Hello, Bryce Tubbs here. It is pretty late right now, but I wanted to come and shoot a video for you I'm on a 90-day posting schedule, and I'm trying to make sure that every single day I at least post at least one video. So I had to kind of come and just really share this thing today. Now, if you want some help growing your business, right? Like you want some time freedom, you want location freedom, so you can be able to control your hours and be able to work from wherever you want. And you also want to be able to make a really great size income based on this video title. I assume that you do. Go ahead and click on the link inside the description either above or below the video. It's going to take you to a page where you can book a call with me to see if I can help you go and grow your business the same way that I was able to grow my accounting firm, as well as about 100 students inside of the Six Figure Firms mentorship program. If that's you, I'll see you on the call. If it's not a good time for you right now, that's okay. Anyways, going back to this, and today we're going to be talking about, bookkeeping business plan. Like, how much does a bookkeeping business actually make? And what are some of the factors that either cause you to reach a larger goal or cause you to kind of stumble at smaller goals? So I oftentimes get people, when I speak to them or when they come to me for advice, they say, "Hey, my goal is to make X amount of dollars." Then they say this question: "Is that reasonable?" Now, it's interesting to me because depending on what the goal is, it's generally a yes. It just depends on a couple different factors. So number one, what it really depends on is like what is your belief set about your goal? Now, what I mean by that, it's almost like in life, we're kind of like fleas in a jar. So generally, fleas can jump extremely high. They can jump like 4 feet, 48 inches, right? Even higher in some cases, in some species. Now, if you ever want to limit a flea's growth, you can actually put it inside of a jar, screw on the top, and then for about 2 to 3 days, you're gonna hear a bop, 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 because the flea are jumping so high that they're hitting the top of the container and they're hitting the lid. After a couple days, they actually start and you don't hear a sound anymore because they learn, I can jump this high, and if I jump just slightly lower than this, I'm not going to get hit on the head every single time. And over time, they just stop. And you can even take the lid off, and they'll never jump back above that lid. They've just been trained, right? But it's the same thing when it comes to money, when it comes to sales, when it comes to starting a business, specifically with sales, right? Oftentimes people have certain beliefs that really limit their progress when it comes to starting a business, right? Like a lot of people believe that they're not a salesperson. And oftentimes that comes from our beliefs that salespeople are inherently bad, or that they're really pushy, or that they kind of cause people to do things they don't want to do. And those beliefs are going to cause you not to be able to make as much money as what you otherwise would be able to. For example, I have certain students where I tell them a certain kind of thing to do, like a certain kind of sales closing technique, and it's like amazing. Like certain students, the ones that go to like 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand a month, they're like, okay, that's all I have to do. Boom. Versus the people that it's harder for them to reach their goal, they need a little bit more coaching and a little bit more hand holding. They're generally a lot more fearful around that because it kind of is like it just puts them out of their comfort zone, right? So the students that are able to have better beliefs about sales, like the ones who are like, yeah, I love sales, or yeah, like, dude, like sales is great because I would just make so much money whenever I sell. Like, give me on the phone more. Give me on the phone more with more and more business owners. Versus some people like, I kind of don't really like sales. I don't like talking to people. I don't like feeling like, I'm asking them to make a decision. And that's really going to cause you to be able to expand or limit your earning potential. Now, the faster we can kind of come against those false beliefs and really just kind of help you see sales as more of a, just a great way of you adding value to a person, and then they're just giving you a rate that is, reasonable compared to what the value that you're bringing to the business is. Then you're going to be able to go and close really easily. For example, another good example, this is my student Bryce. His name is Bryce T. And when he was getting started, I asked him this question because he's a bookkeeper and he's also an accounting professional. So he does both accounting and he does bookkeeping. But at the time, I asked him, like, dude, do you actually think that like your service is valuable? And he goes, no. And I'm like, and that's why it's been very, very hard for you to sell this in the past, because you almost feel like you're doing someone a disservice by pushing harder for them to buy your stuff because you don't really think that it has a lot of value. So the thing that we really had to do for him, and he got 9 clients within like 3 months, right? And all he had to do was just start seeing the value and see, oh, so this is how, a CFO can help. This is how an accountant can help. This is what happens when they don't have a bookkeeper. This is what happens when they don't have good financial records. Oh, wow. And then all of a sudden it just kind of clicked for him. And then he all of a sudden just got 9 clients. And I'm not saying it was overnight. It was, over the span of like a month and a half. But it was just kind of like once he changed that belief, it just allowed him to be able to push a lot harder, be able to go after what and who he wanted a lot easier. And then people started saying yes, because it's just like he just got out of his own way. A lot of people, like, what they don't understand is that your beliefs cause you to get the same result that you're getting now, right? Because as soon as you can kind of clear that mental chatter that's going on, it's going to allow you to, I oftentimes say, get out of your own way and then start going to people and start being your authentic self and then getting them to want to actually work with you. Oftentimes, like, people who are struggling to build their business or grow really, really fast, they just stop themselves. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want to reach out. Oh, maybe this person's busy. Oh, this person's way too successful for me. Oh, they already have an accountant. Oh, they already have a bookkeeper. They're not going to want my help, right? And as soon as you can kind of just erase those things, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to go and grow your business. Now, if you want to go and take the shortcut, go ahead and book the call. If you're not quite ready, or if you want to just absorb more free content to kind of learn a little bit more and just try things out, or even build some trust about can I actually help you out, just keep watching these videos. They're a great resource for you. Many students have been able to go and get results from watching the videos. Then they just gave me some of the money back to just go and reach the goal a lot faster. So if that's you, I can't wait to talk to you in the future. I'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your evening. Mhm.